Welcome back. Hi, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? We're here for the final hour of trading today on this market. Welcome back. Hi, how are you? Let me just put that on mute. It is a most interesting market today. Every day is a different day, as you all know out there. It's never the same day twice. Look at the Dow right now. We're only up 89 points. This market here is now at 33,687. The high today, 33.8, what 99? Let's call it 33,900. And here we are, 33,682. So this market has given up 220 points about from its high of the day. This market this week started down 400 on Monday, down 300 something on Tuesday, 700 plus points. Nothing day yesterday. Here we are Thursday. We had a 300 plus point gain, and we're now only up 84. I mean, is this a slow motion dead cat bounce day? They happen. This could well be it now. We're up 76 points. The Dow is slipping. It's up a quarter of 1 percentage point right now. S&P is up 0.49, half a point, and NASDAQ is trying to hang on to 0.89 as we speak. These markets have all they all seem to have backed off nicely, quite a bit from their high levels of the day. Let me take a look here at the S&P is definitely backing off, and the Nasdaq is definitely coming down to its sort of intraday low, but not quite there yet. The low numbers for these markets were the openings for the S&P and the Nasdaq. The Dow had a higher opening than the other markets, but is now pushing kind of its low of the day a little bit. Oil is, by the way, down 39 cents. We were up 250 this morning. We're at 71.62 now on oil. So fascinating. Now, GameStop. What a day on GameStop. There is absolutely no good news out there. There is no, I don't know of an announcement that would tell me that everything is great at GameStop. I've seen nothing but, so headlines talking about how the shares are just not performing. The company's not performing. The earnings just aren't there. The reports came out yesterday, and there was no news that would get anyone excited. Yet, look at the stock. It's up to $24.70, touched $25 for a nanosecond today. $24.74 up 248, 11% gain. I guess having lost $4 a share in the first part of the week, a little rebound is to be expected. Fair enough. I'll go with that. Sure. Sustainable? That's the question. Now, volume today, to be fair, is 8.6 million shares. So if we divide this by 4, we're talking 2.15 million pre-split, which is approaching average. Unfortunately, what used to be known as an average trading day, a couple of million, 2.5 million a day. That was kind of what we always saw. Heavier, moderate days were 5 million shares, or 20 million today. Heavy trading was 20 million or more, which would be 80 million today. We're nowhere close to 80 million shares today. It's just not there. So here we are, 8.6 million volume. Okay. It's got a gain. It's got a very nice gain. If you take this 250 gain we're sitting on, multiply it by 4, we have a $10 gain today. Pre-split calculations. Why would a stock go up $10 a share after coming out with earnings last night where they didn't match their gross sales? They didn't match their estimated losses. They were worse. They've talked about layoffs, which means they're shrinking the company. They don't have a breakthrough in any of their divisions. There's no good news about a major, income stream coming online that's really going to shake things up. The biggest news they talked about last night was letting people go, cutting expenses. That was their solution. Seems to be their solution to their problem. That, we think we can improve the numbers by letting go excess personnel. That isn't good. That isn't good for Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, or GameStop. And I'm not putting them in that category, but it doesn't matter who the hell you are. If you are laying off staff, you're cutting fat, and you have overhired and you're underperforming internally, you're letting people go. Well, that's what they're talking about here. Why would these shares be up? The only other morsel of news that we got, and it's not news, it's just a flippant little comment that was made, was the company is open to the idea of acquisitions if one comes along that makes sense. That means they're buyers, that they're not like looking to be taken over by anybody, because nobody wants to take over GameStop. Nobody wants to take over GameStop. Okay, no, nobody. This is a $7+ billion market cap company. There's nobody out there who wants to take over a $7 billion company. You're not going to get it for $7 billion. Even if they paid $10 billion, you probably wouldn't get it. You're only getting $1 billion in cash, and you're getting $300 million a year in losses. Who wants to buy them? So they could be a buyer of somebody else. The market actually thinks that they being a buyer of somebody else will get the stock to go up. I don't think so. That's not going to happen. If this company is a buyer of somebody else, we have stock dilution coming. We have shares being issued for cash, or we have shares being issued for shares. We have someone else who's a publicly traded company who would swap their shares for these shares. I don't know why they'd want to do it. On it goes. The only companies I can see willing to merge into GameStop for stock would be companies losing more money than GameStop loses, because GameStop has $1 billion cash in the bank, and someone else out there is running a deficit, and they can't raise money to save themselves, so they get taken over by a company with a lot of cash relative to what they have. This isn't a good deal then. This does not make stock go up. No, the stock of the acquirer, the one being acquired, yeah, their shares would go up a bit, but the buyer, no, that wouldn't happen. So I got nothing. I got nothing. Anyone got anything out there? Anybody? 123 of you are here now. Then hopefully there'll be more coming in as the show goes on. Does anyone know anything about GameStop which would cause the stock to go higher? I have nothing. I'm open to any reports. 24.53 is the price right at the moment. We topped at 25, and we're off 47 cents from the high. We now have 53 minutes left to go. 24.50 now, down a little bit more. Look, way to go, guys. If any of you today have been able to sell calls on GameStop today, great. If any of you have been able to do rollovers, even better. Do any of you out there have 24s that you can turn into 25s, or 25s that can be turned into 25s, or any of you have 25s that can be turned into 26s further down the road? I mean, are any of you able to do these kinds of rollovers? Roll it up and bring in more cash? Great. I say take it. By all means, take it. Even if you had calls that yesterday, you were sitting yesterday with a nice profit, and today the profit is whittled away a bit because the stock is up, you can still do a rollover today. You don't have to do a rollover at 80 cents, where you buy back at 80 and then sell something for 280. You could do a rollover where you're paying $1.50, $1.80, and selling for $3.50, $4.50. I mean, it is relative here. Can you bring in $2 a share more, $2.50 a share more, $3 a share more in your account by doing a rollover? That might be a month out in time. Can you go from December's to January's, or December's to February's? Can you bring in hundreds of dollars a contract more into your pocket, move up $1 or so in strike price or more at the same time? That is a rollover worth considering, no matter what the stock does. Sometimes days like today are the perfect day to do a rollover, even though yesterday some critic might say, oh, you should have done it yesterday because the stock was 21 something and you didn't take advantage of the dip in the market. Doesn't matter. Option writers don't have to worry about this stuff. Option writers let the stock tell them what to do. The stock wants to go up today. The stock wants to go up today. It's giving you an opportunity to do a rollover that brings you a bunch of money in your account. And all you got to do is give up some time in the calendar, and you can move up $1 or $2 on strike. This is a good trade. This is brilliant, because if tomorrow the stock drops $1 and you've moved up $1 in strike price and you took the high price, your contract might be down 75 cents tomorrow already. Just boom, like that, you're in the money again. There is nothing wrong with this move. Also, obviously, if you can write enough calls for enough of a markup, you're bringing in thousands of extra dollars. That might be your month-end expenses for the month of December. That might be the opportunity for you to buy 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 additional deep in the money option contracts, deep in the money options in GameStop to write more of them. Always thinking about rolling over, rolling up, bringing in more cash and adding more to your arsenal, making it even more powerful. Liquidity, baby. Here we go. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. Should the company give out dividends? No, they're bleeding money. They're not going to give out dividends. Let's see. Free cash flow. I've been reading good stuff about it. And it's not all bad news on GameStop. It's not like, oh, everything is going against the company. I mean, there's some positive signs, but they got overheads, man, and they have 40-something hundred stores. I don't know, is it 4,100, 4,500? It's a lot of stores, and some of them I think are bleeding money. Not very good. We'll see what's going on. Mr. Premium says, you know what? I sold a GameStop February 27.50 for $3.30. I'll take that. $3.30 for an out-of-the-money contract by $3. Not bad. You're on fire, says Brian. Nice sell. What is going on? That's true. DS is saying here, D Singh, volume is low because 60% of the float is locked up with the computer share thing, DRS. That's possible. That's possible. I don't know. Let's see what else is going on. What else we got? Hey there, Alberto. I'm here. Drew, I'm number 44, thumbs up. Sean and Wendy, we're number 45. Nick S, I'm number 51. Thank you all. White Feather says, I sold 2 January 2023 $28 calls this morning. Right on, Nick. US steel is dropping, but not enough. It needs to drop violently right now. AJ is here, number 52 on the thumbs up. Alberto, I sent you an email about Morgan Stanley requiring a friend to sell her SoFi shares at a loss. I'm a bit confused. Could a Morgan and Stanley require this? I can see if it's to settle a margin at a loss or something like that. It's the only reason I can see it. Is there an obligation? Is there some sort of an issue here to do with the status of the account? I have no idea. I cannot fathom why else. I'm lost. I have no idea. Zach saying, hey, have a great afternoon, gang. Busy working today. I'll enjoy the sagely advice of the uncle on my replay here. Don't forget your thumbs up. Thank you, my friend Zach. Appreciate it. Alberto, something doesn't add up. You are correct. That's true. My New Year's resolution is fold my arms and do as little as possible, says Drew. There you go. H. Gregory, Uncle Bruce, I'm number 55. Sell my house, I'm number 53. Paul Scatar, Uncle Bruce, today I learned I could have bought ATM $22, what is that, GameStop C&Ps this morning, or at the money, $22 GameStop this morning, sold at $23.24, repositioned ATM, rode to the 25-ish, sold both again, repositioned ATM again, and would have won 3 times, laugh out loud. Well, you're learning all kinds of stuff here. Paul, add both C&P values up after each price movement, and it should be greater than the original C&P purchases made to enter the trade. But this straddle only works on high IV with premium stock prices, not too high, so it's easier for large swings in a shorter time span. GameStop earnings is a great example. Up and down would win either way. Does this excite you as much as writing covered calls? I realize it's a more relaxed approach with covered calls. Just let shrinkage happen, and when enough of a dip, not too much time left before expiry, take profits and write again. Yeah, I like I prefer you guys concentrate on writing out of the money calls and enjoy the shrinkage and make money that way. That's kind of where I'm going. That's where I've been here. DQ, I am number 57. Dude, great day in the market. Pulled $4.10 for a February 25 on GameStop. Arms crossed. If it has a 50-cent pullback in the next 2 weeks, I'll buy it back. There you go. $410 in your account on just a contract. However many of those you write. Lame Duck, 61 thumbs up. That's where I am, buddy. Thank you. Drew, here's a toast to Mama Dollar and Papa Dollar, and they better start having a family real soon. Brian, dude, face 410 is juicy. It's party time. It's a wonderful life. Drew, it really is a wonderful life. Brian bought back for $1 and you are up over 60%. Larry Titus, hi everybody. I'm 66. Thumbs up. Marcus, I'm 67. Brian, 75%. Woohoo, win-win. Alberto, thank you for this donation. Thanks. I appreciate your answer. I've been racking my brain if there was more to it. Morgan Stanley should have given her options not being able to sell loss. I don't understand. There's more to this story, my friend, that we don't know. And there's the issue right there. I just, I can't comment anymore. I have no idea, but it's an interesting story for sure. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Good day, fellow simpletons. I wrote cover calls too early. Only got $3 for some 25 GameStop Jan 23s. And if I would have waited a bit more, I could have gotten 340 contract. But a win is a win, right? Yes, it is. JR, number 67. Thank you, JR. Brian, Alberto, if I'm not mistaken, most brokers can force you to sell your shares if they so desire, especially in margin accounts. Yes, in margin accounts, they have a little more sway. But if you're not in margin difficulty, they haven't changed the margin requirements, you don't have a debit balance, then no way. So there's something more to meet than meets the eye here. Alberto, brokers are allowed to liquidate their holdings in a margin call. Who cares says, I am number 70. Pulse Guitar. That's what I was thinking as well. But man, the amount I'm getting out of these classes, my God, knowledge is expanding. Yes, indeed, sir. 14 times. You can get 14 classes of mind expanding knowledge. Yes, sir. Brian, DQ, so you agree? I thought maybe I was making that up. Mr. Premium, I think it's a margin call for your friend. Karen, I'm number 74. DQ, without notifying the account holder first. Alberto, I don't see it being a margin. I set her up. I set up her account a specific request of no margin tier 1 option. No idea. Pulse Guitar, thanks again to JRP. DQ, Brian, no, you are correct. Anyway, there you go. We won't know the full story unless we have all the details, and we just don't. The Dow right now is up 121 points. It's trying to hang around here, but it has backed off from an over 300-point gain. It is a 100-point gain. That 0.35 of 1%. S&P's up 24 points. NASDAQ up 113, and that's a 1% gain. Okay. What else? Oil down 42 cents a barrel. GameStop now at $24.62. $24.62. Still holding a 235 gain. The high of the day has been earlier today at $25 a share. That was around 230 today. ATIP 31.8 cents, up 1.2 cents. Tesla is sitting at 173.69. It's just not able to hold a gain today. We're down 17 cents. SoFi 438 up 8 cents. Apple 142.74 up $1.79. HPQ is up 60 cents. 28.43. Amazon is up 204. Home Depot is up $2. Cisco is up 69 cents. Netflix up 74. Pfizer is up $1.35 to 51.60. It's had a very good run lately. IBM up 60 cents. Microsoft up 272. Vanik is up $5. Adobe up $5.78. Goldman down $3. Google up 79 cents. Boeing up $2.49. Moderna up $5.16. Meta Platforms up $1.51. ME is up 7.5 cents to 308.5. Rocket Lab up 4.5 cents to 398. Had a much better start to the day along with ME. Matterport up 7 at 282. SmartRent up 21 cents to 265. This has had a couple of good days in a row here. The low of all time was set earlier this week at 214. We're now 265. Volume 519,000. So SmartRent is definitely being scooped up here by somebody. Spire is up 4.4 cents at $1.23.5. Cyxtera down 2.5 cents. Royal Caribbean down 53 cents. Bed Bath Beyond is up 5 pennies. Carvana is up $1 to $4.91. Robinhood up a quarter. BlackBerry up 3.5 cents. Target is up 60 cents. JP Morgan up 114. Costco down 260. Walmart up 24. Disney up 39 cents. Nvidia is up 9.23 to 170.42. American Airlines still down a nickel at 13.50. That's where we are right there. Good old U.S. Steel down 48 cents. 26.18 driving driving Nick crazy. It's not backing off. The Dow is up 132. I was trying to hang in there. We'll see if that lasts. But I'll be our first any kind of a gain in 4 sessions. GameStop 24, 66, 67 here, with a high today of $25 a share. All right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Let's see what we got here. Let's go. Good afternoon, friends from GI Lewis. Thanks again, by the way, all of you guys for popping in these thumbs ups for me. Subscribing to the channel. Thank you for those of you who've been subscribing lately. Appreciate it. And then again, those of you who are members, thank you all, members of Stock Markets with Bruce. We appreciate it. We're just going to head over to members mode now for commentary. Thank you very much for all your support, folks. The members keep us on the air. It's great. 82 thumbs ups and counting. It's coming on. We're going to hit 100 here. Dude, maybe your friend is some type of robo-advisor setting on her brokerage, Alberto. My friend had that on his account, and it was making all kinds of moves on predetermined settings. DQ, Alberto, did she write SoFi calls by chance? Beach Boy, thank you, Beach Boy, for the donation here, 30 shekels. Alberto, here we go again. You're making a donation now. I got to make a donation. I mean, you're forcing my hand, he's saying. You just can't get away with that. It's party time. Let's hope this is the basement on ATIP. Matthew, I'm wondering your thoughts on the Russell 2000. I have no thoughts. No thoughts on the Russell 2000. I rarely even watch it. Beach Boy, shekels, dollars. Alberto, DQ, no, she doesn't write. She wants nothing to do with trading, hence transferring to a management firm. Kind of weird. Beach Boy, laughing out loud. DQ, that's 207,000 dong, that's a lot of money. JR, Pulse, thank you so much for sharing your story. My first goal was to thank you, but glad to know I can be a small part of making life a bit better for you and the fam. Alberto, to all of you, if my stinks hit tomorrow, I will donate a class to someone that needs it. So let's hope for the rug man, laughing out loud. There you go. Brian, shouldn't they just be reporting the facts? I mean, shouldn't they just be running? There are like 25 hit pieces on GameStop today. They're pissing off Reddit. Don't ever piss off Reddit. Well, this is typical for GameStop. Typical. DQ, Alberto. So they're managing her account for her. DQ wants to know. Brian, Alberto, Uncle Bruce is probably right, and that this is a dead cat bounce. So you'll make your money tomorrow. Pulse Guitar, yes, sir. All of this is going to pay for itself over and over again for as long as we are breathing. JR, my wife teaches autistic children, so we both have a special place in our hearts for them and their families. Never been there myself, but I can imagine it can't be easy. Rayleigh Creative Travel. Hey, how you doing? Alberto, DQ, she's transferring her individual account to a Morgan and Stanley. I will have a 3-way call tomorrow, and we'll be able to ask Morgan Stanley what the hell happened. What's going on. Alberto, here we go again with the dongs laughing out loud. DQ, go Rugman. Deep Value, go Rugman. Here we have it. Well, we're still up 116 on the Dow Jones at the moment. GameStop is 2464 right now. ATIP is 31.8. We got Tesla at 173.67. It's down 37 cents. SoFi 437.5. Apple at 142.65, and HBQ at 28.43, holding a 60-cent gain. And there we are. Such a fun time in the markets. Cheers to all of you out there. Congratulations. We'll see how this market reacts tomorrow. If we don't get even half the volume tomorrow on GameStop, it could well be that GameStop gets really quiet tomorrow because today was a reaction day. If we're down to 2 million shares traded, 3 million shares traded instead of 7, 8, 9 million, we could give up a big chunk of these gains today. It could happen, but it sometimes it takes a couple of days to take hold. Sometimes a stock has a nice little run. Gotta let it go. You just don't guess, just react to it and go from there. Okay. Alberto, let's go, Rugman. Which class and who is the deserving person? DQ. Today is stock markets on stock markets with Bruce. I learned Alberto is having a three-way tomorrow and is talking about dongs. So I learned some stuff today I had never learned on this channel before. Beach Boy, language DQ. This is a PG channel here. Dude, send in the dongs. DQ, no soup for me. Deep value investing. Maybe raffle it, Alberto. Maybe there. There you go. The Dow holding a 160 gain right now, 2472 on the GameStop shares, and ATIP just under 32 cents. I don't know if we're going to bust it or not. 349,000 traded on ATIP. The high of the day, 32.9. The low of 30 on ATIP today. There's where we're at, and 438.5 on SoFi, up 8.5 cents. There you go. Okay. My virgin ear, says J-Boy. Alberto DQ, really damn keyboard on a weekly basis has to be cleaned off due to my coffee coming out of my nose. Coyote, DQ in plain English, DQ, of course. Mirko, clean the crud out. Alberto's laughing. Yes, be careful. Be careful what you read. It might make you laugh. Oh my. Oh boy. We're giving up a tiny bit of ground. 146 on the Dow. Oh, pardon me. Oh my goodness. Fluctuating here. We got 33 minutes to go, and I'm hanging on by a thread. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. Thank you all so much for being here. The Dow's only up 0.45, not even half a point. S&P is up 0.75 of a percentage point. NASDAQ, 1.2% gain today. It's the winner. The Dow, just a little over a third as good, or doing as well. So really, the Dow would be 450 if it were equaling NASDAQ today. Or on the other hand, NASDAQ would only be up 30, 40 points if it was equaling the Dow, depending on which way, who should be correct. What are we doing? I don't know. Beach Boy DQ, just come back in 1 year, will you? Pulse Guitar, I'm glad Alberta clarified it was coffee when he was cleaning off his keyboard. He's laughing out loud. Oh man. I was thinking about something before I came on the air about how the Dow Jones hit its low trade of the last 12 months, the lowest levels. Let me double check here. Here we go. We had hit a low level for the year on June 16th. That was 29,927. And then we hit 29,134 September 21st. 28,660 is the low of the low for the year, and I'm not sure where that is. I'm not sure what day that is, but I was kind of curious about how we hit the lows at that time, and are we going to address it again? I'm sort of asking myself, are we going to hit newer lows going forward now? I keep thinking the answer is yes, we will, because I think that PE multiples are going to come right into the focus zone of the market. The market at the moment had been concerned about higher interest rates. It had been concerned about higher inflation. But the new game in town to be worried about, on top of those two things, which will not go away, is the recession and corporate lack of guidance from companies. How company after company after company is refusing to even give us a guesstimate on how they're going to do. That's worrying, because it's not like, we're going to make all kinds of money. We're not going to tell you how much we're going to make. They love bragging about how much more money they're going to make. They want the stock to go up now. When they don't want to give you guidance today, forward guidance, you don't get forward guidance. You have to assume something. Bad news around the corner. Last night, GameStop did not give forward guidance. Simple as that. They didn't do it. So it's left to the three actual analysts that follow the stock, and then speculators who are just watching it from the sidelines. We're just not getting forward guidance. That's not necessarily a good thing. I was wondering too that how low were some of the larger cap companies shares during the last year, where we hit our lows. For example, Apple here, on roughly June 16th or so, the low of the year, 129.04. June the 16th. We're right now at 142.90. That's $13-14 higher on Apple from its low of the year. Will we go lower with lower expectations? 6 million fewer phones. Back in June, they weren't expecting 6 million phone shortage, an iPhone shortage of 6 million phones. Now we know we're getting it. Why is the stock not lower than the low? I wonder about this. These are deep thoughts, not by Jack Handy, by me. These are my deep thoughts. You think I sit around all day? Think again. Now, Amazon is doing what Amazon should be doing. It is at its 52-week low range right now. The shares were 85, 87 for the low so far. We're sitting at 90 right now. This is around the low of the year, and they're still at 82 times earnings. There's still 82 times earnings, trading at $90 a share. A little high? Yeah, a little high for what they're generating. Let me take a look at some other fun stocks. Microsoft, here we go. The 52-week low was $213. That was the low trade, and I'm going to guess that must have been just in the last month here, back in November, early November. 26.6 times earnings now at $247. This is $34 higher than the low of the year. And we're trading at 26.6. That's way too high. That's 10 times too much. This should be 16, 17 times earnings. My hunch is that because Microsoft is also laying off people and they're watching expenses and they're noticing lower margins, it could be that the stock is really trading next year's forward 52-week forward earnings. It could be at 40. And I wonder if we're going to go lower than 213 for another correction. This is why I'm watching these markets and marveling at the fact that they're not at new all-time lows. It's really amazing. What else do we got here? Google, 94.55 is where we're at right now, trading at 19.4 times earnings. Very realistic earnings number. The low of the year, 83.45, and that was just last week, early November, last month. Last month. We're trading right now at $94 a share. Not surprised. That's kind of reasonable. It could still go to 85. Not like that's a catastrophic loss, but new market lows would tell me that this can go lower. Okay. Let's see. What else am I looking at here? Well, Walmart is trading at 45 times earnings. A retailer. That's too high. That is more than double what it should be at. I don't see earnings next year breaking all kinds of records. Here's the thing, too. The low of the year on Walmart, 117.27. That was back in like April something. May 24th, pardon me. May 20th, maybe. And we had been at 159, and then they warned on earnings, and their stock went from 159 to 117. Here we are at 148. We shouldn't be at 148 on Walmart. Walmart has already admitted to us that their headcounts might be the same, but they're headed to the grocery department, not to the other departments where there's better margins. They're buying the low-cost groceries to cut on expenses. And this is, middle class and higher as well are coming to Walmart to shop and save money. This stock shouldn't be up here. I kind of wonder, man, if we're going to have a lower market, will these lead the way down to lower levels? The thing is, though, to be, observant, we have to be observant of a couple of facts. And one of the things we have to be observant of is that this is December the 8th. And for the next week to about 10 days from now, till the 18th of December, it's go time for retail. This should be the busiest time of year in all of your Target stores, in all of your Walmarts. This should be the busiest time at Costco. Should be the busiest time anywhere else you shop. Your shopping malls, they should be pretty heavily used up in the parking garages. The shopping mall should have parking lots full of a lot of shoppers. That should be going on right now. It's the month from now where we may get the fallout. At the moment, we're still watching carefully stocks that are doing the so-called tax loss selling game, although today itself is not, that's not the story of the day today. We'll be watching this for another week or two, but into January, what we have to pay attention to there, the fallout from the holiday selling period, those that did not deliver. And that's what we're going to be watching for. And then through January and February, we're looking for liquidation sales on merchants that are overstocked with product they didn't get rid of at full retail at Christmas time. Because I think right now, while I'm here with you, if you go to your local shopping mall, I bet you're seeing for sale, like super discount sale signs everywhere. I bet you are right now seeing that. Interesting. Okay, let's just see here. DQ, Pulse Guitar. I thought the same thing, but I didn't want Beach Boy to ban me for more than a year. You know how he is. Karen, I've already done everything I could in the last few days. Nothing left to do now but relax and wait. Kind of hard for type A people like me. Brian, I bought 27 GameStop shares at $222 yesterday, sold them just now for $24.73. I made a quick $60 profit. More money for if I need to roll over. Thank you. May I have another? Well, there you go. Well done. I don't know if you have enough money here. Probably not. No, not enough. 27 shares at 20, 25, 24.50 a piece. That's about $400 or $500, a little over $500. So to buy a deep in the money call would run you probably $1,500, $1,600. So that's still a ways out to get another covered call going. Poor man covered call. Michael, yes, Apple back in the 120s, 130s. I'm with you. Kareem, Jack, who? Beach Boy, you're pushing your luck, little man. Alberto Bright, I call them stragglers. They help with average every time you do that, and it gives you extra shares if needed. Any powder to buy back. Nice work. Matthew, number 92 on the thumbs up meter. Alex, I'm number 1. Good evening, everybody. Uncle Bruce, a long time ago, I learned that the tune on clarinet, Misty. Brian is smiling. Brian, Alberto, yes, it drops my average too. Win-win. Alberto, beautiful trading technique. I used to tie all of my powder up in cover calls. I'm now learning we can burn the candle at both ends. Uncle's teachings are FN amazing. There you go. Friggin', I guess that's what it is there. Friggin' amazing. Fantastic. 134 point gain on the Dow Jones. Just meandering along here in the last probably an hour now. We're up 26 on the S&P. We've got 22 minutes to go. NASDAQ up 123, 1.1%. And oil is still off 36 cents today. GameStop now $24.51. The high today was $25 even. ATIP is 31.5 cents last trade, up 0.9 of a cent. Tesla's down 31 cents to 173.73. SoFi is up 8.5 to make that 9 cents now at $4.39. We're at $4. I want to say $9, but it's $4.39 on SoFi. Apple up 171. HBQ up 59 cents. The old surfer. Good day, everybody. I am 101 on that thumbs up meter that Bruce talks about all the time. And Cockeye is saying, oh, yeah, I'm 102, buddy. I'm 102. Nick, as I had predicted, trading pattern on U.S. Steel, see how it resumed its downtrend and will be breaching the low of the day of 26.03 is what he says. I see it now, 26.10. And for the day, the old U.S. Steel is off 56 cents. The low of the day, 26.03. That's the low of the day. You need another 7 cents. Well, we'll see what happens there, Nick. I just want you to make money. Gosh, I just love it when you make a pile of dough. Way to go, buddy. 124 gain on the Dow Jones, just a little tiny pullback, nothing much. 24.53 on GameStop. Hawkeye, yes. Hola, everybody. Alex, this GameStop pop is great. Rolling out from January to February 25 has brought in an extra $1 share. There you go. How about that? That's $100 a contract. DQ, F N equals MX plus B that N equals X. Great. Alberto, Alex, noise. Brian, I have no idea what's going on here. Brian, you only really use the FX when you get to integration and calculus. Haha, fancy pants. Okay, that's great. 116 point gain on the Dow. That means we're slipping. That's what I know what that means. 140 to 116 equals slippage on the Dow. And there you have it. 24.54 on GameStop now. 31.3 on ATIP. There you go. Okay, Tesla 173.59 down 45 cents right now. BW, the fact that you are perplexed by the markets not going lower makes me feel better. Can you tell us, are there any of our former SPACs that you'd be concerned with at all? 52 weeks are getting old. Am I concerned? No, not really. No. They're all growing businesses, basically. The businesses that they're in, forget the stock prices, the businesses that they're in, they have no competition directly of any significance. Even ATIP with their 900 plus physiotherapy centers, they're the largest private operator, non-hospital operator of physiotherapy centers. SoFi, winner, chicken dinner, corporately speaking. ME with the testing kits and with the deals with the drug companies, they're one FDA approval away from a $50 stock. I don't know when it's going to happen, but that's all it would take for this thing to just take off. Rocket Lab launching satellites into space, in demand. Matterport, my God, real estate, commercial real estate, the renovation business, the insurance business, my God. Smart Rent with smart management of property. Yeah, it's the way. That's the future. Spire, data management from satellites. Hello. Yeah, really. There'd be no Bond film without Spire. Bond wouldn't be in business without companies like Spire. And then Sextera, data processing, data computer center processing. I mean, that is it. These guys have really unique, different businesses. Their stocks look like garbage from time to time, although today they're all up. They're all higher today. But they really are frustrating from time to time holding the shares. But we are so early, kids. We're so dang early, and this ATIP is such a frustrating thing to see. If I had a viewer that I could call up and say, I think you should buy 100,000 shares right now on this stuff, I'd do it. But I don't have a viewer of that caliber, and I'm not going to lean on any one viewer to do anything. We're at 31.5 cents a share, and I find this to be ridiculously low. But each of you has to decide for yourselves what you're going to do and how you're going to do it and when you're going to do it and how you're going to react to it. I'll give you my input and my opinion, but it's just my opinion, and it's up to you to decide what to do. 121 gain on the Dow, 24.69 on GameStop. That's what I see right now. Matthew, Nick, your US Steel looks really good as it's definitely going lower here. A little chaos with 16 minutes to go says, thanks to that pullback yesterday on GameStop, I was able to set up 2 more poor man covered calls. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I need US Steel to go down to below 23. That is when I make huge if it gets there, that is. Right on, pal. Spicy, Uncle Bruce, I have 6 24.50s that expire tomorrow. I only have 200 to buy back. That means I have to wait for it to get to 33 cents. Could I get called early? Theoretically, yeah, you could. Your contracts are worth 15 cents in value, book value, but they still have time value until tomorrow. So yes, these 2450s will still trade a bit. There's right now at 66 to 75 cents, the last quote I saw. And they're theoretically worth 14 cents, 24.64. This is going to be a most interesting thing for you to watch right now. Now you have $200 to buy back. In theory, you could buy back 3 of them if you can get them at 66, or 2 of them in the 67, 68 range. You could buy 2 back and write 2 new calls for later on, same strike price or 25s or something like that. You could write like January 25s maybe, and take in extra cash. Let me take a look at what that would look like. I'm curious now. Here we go. Yeah, if you could write some 25s, you'd bring in between 212 and 246. Last trade 239. I'd offer them at 245. So if you bought back 2 of your calls, you could offer 2 for 245 for January. That's just January 6th. I would go January 20th. Pardon me. 3rd Friday of the month. I would write the 25s. You could probably offer those for 310. And if you got 310 for 2 of them, you'd have $600 now. You can buy the other 4 back and then write 4 more for 310 again. Bring in another $1,200. You're bringing in $1,800 in cash after paying 6 times whatever these are, $400 something, and you turn it into $1,800. That would be a move I would recommend you look at. Otherwise, yeah, you can wait till tomorrow. You certainly can wait till then. Could you be exercised? Sure. Will you? I don't know if you will. I'm really not sure. Now, if the shares tomorrow morning drop 50 cents first thing in the morning and they go from 24.70 to 24.20, you're out of the money. Those calls are going to be a quarter real quick. They're going to be like 20 cents. You could probably put in a stink bid at 21 and then get filled and then move up to these, if you want, January 20th, 2023's 25s and haul in 18 something hundred, 1,700 something dollars. I'm not too worried about you on GameStop. Sorry, this is exciting. DQ, Brian, but then it doesn't play into Alberto saying FN and Uncle Bruce changing it. Okay. I used my powder to buy a poor man cover call. I got you. I hear you. But, if you can get 1,800 for those calls, you would have enough powder to probably buy another poor man cover call immediately, which would let you write another one. So think about that. Alberto, has anyone seen Credit Savage? It's been a while. Oh, he's around. Matthew, Nick, long-term, U.S. Steel will eventually hit 22.41. DQ, I think Credit was here this morning. DQ, haven't seen Deuce, though. Credit of Savage. My only concern about ATIP is that the stock moves too fast above 31 before I get another 2 or 3 grand at these levels in the next 2 weeks. Trying to get my average to 35 centinos. It can go up after that. Laugh out loud. Alberto, okay, wondering about Deuce as well. Well, I hope all are healthy and making a cold dinero. Alberto, there's the Credit Savage. BW, thanks, Uncle B. Hawkeye bought 1,000 SH for 320. Yes, on top of yesterday's 300. Hawkeye ATIP, giddy up. Rolo 88. I can write 3 GameStop calls end of December or mid-January. January 20th is what I'd be doing. 3rd Friday, January. Hawkeye for 320. Okay, Mr. Premium. Nick S. Look at FL and TOL. Robert Benson. Bruce, I'm number 108 on your meter there. DQ Deuce is posting on Discord. Alberto, just seen that. All good. Bobby, I'm here. Customer visit today. DQ smiling. Nick, most probably tomorrow I will look into FL2L if I can get out of X short. Bobby stayed an extra hour thanks to Canadian taxes. I made an extra $11. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, I would to join. I want to join Discord. Send me a private email. My link is down below. You'll see it down there. BruceForward@hotmail.com. Tell me you want to do that. I'll get you set up so you can get over there. DQ Spicy. I can't imagine anyone paying exercise fees to get 19 cents a share. Coyote Credit Savage dropped the comment earlier this afternoon. Saw Deuce on the Discord today. DQ a day before expiry. Nick, if U.S. Steel comes to, let's say, 24, I am okay too to get out, but it is highly manipulated. So chances of this coming down 20 are very low, but then I might get lucky. I hope they get lucky tomorrow. Matthew FL is making a top. Very good time to short. Bobby, wouldn't Deuce be entering tax season? It's the go time months for accountants. There you go. The Dow now only up 76. Again, another pullback happening here on the Dow Jones. Watching that here towards the end of our session. We are down to 10 minutes to go, kids. 2471 on GameStop. It doesn't want to seem to give up ground, but the Dow is sitting here 75, 80 points on the upside. 17 on S&P, 94 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's only up 0.86%. It's falling. The Dow up 0.22, 1/5 of a percentage point, approximately at the moment. Interesting stuff. Oil down 60 cents, 71.41 right now. The Credit Savage, I'm here, guys, kicking myself for having canceled some stink bids for next week that I placed on GameStop for 150. I figured, no way. Guess what? That was the highest ask for the day. Well, there you are. You're trying to outguess the stock. It's going to get you. You can't outguess it. You just got to let it go and put in the stink bids and see if it happens. 24.74, 24.73 on GameStop. High today, $25. There you have it. There it is, kids. What can I say? All right. Still fun times here. 77-point gain, 78-point gain on the Dow Jones. We are down to 8 minutes, guys. There you have it. Hope you're having a good day today. Hope it's been entertaining. Tomorrow's option expiry day. Here we go, December the 9th. And tomorrow marks 1 week that we've been here. I can't believe it. Time just flies. I can't believe it. Credit Savage. This just goes to show, guys, folks, this just goes to show us, folks, trust yourselves and trust Uncle B's teachings. The only one that got in the way was me. I knew it would pop. I knew it would happen. I just didn't have the patience. And there you go. There it is. 110 gain on the Dow with a late little rally. These could be computer running programs again. We'll see. 8 minutes to go. 24.85 on GameStop right now, up 259. ATIP at 31.3 cents, up 0.7 of a penny higher for ATIP. The volume on ATIP, 387,000. The volume for GameStop today, 9.3 million today. That is the deal. We're approaching 2.2 something million shares traded or so. There you go. 24.87 up 110 on the Dow. Okay. And Credit Savage, this could be a lesson to all the lurkers and the newbies. The hardest part about covered calls sometimes is not buying or selling. It's having the patience, right? Brian, the Credit Savage of Wall Street sounds like you need to quit writing covered calls and need a 9-to-5 job. Good luck on the job hunt. Laugh out loud. Hire a babysitter for all those kids and get back to work at half your wage that you used to have, and just be grateful you have a job. DQ, Brian, shots fired. Oh, Lord, shots fired. Oh, my goodness. Too much fun, kid. 24.84, 24.82 on GameStop. We're up 107 on the Dow. We've got 6 minutes left to go. Oh, my gosh. 6 more minutes. What is happening here? 437.5 on SoFi, up 7.5 cents. Apple up 132. HBQ is sitting at 28.38, up 56 cents. We got Alberto saying to the Credit Savage, you are on point. Patience is the hardest thing to learn. It is so hard. And that's the best part about option writing. You don't have to be a frantic trader. You don't have to be all over the market all the time. You set your parameters. You put in your stink offers, your stink bids, and live a life. And if it's paid for by these depreciating calls, you get to go golfing. You get to go play tennis, go swimming, take a walk, go with your dog somewhere, get a massage, wash your car, just do mundane stuff. Meet a friend for a coffee. Go see some of your ex-coworkers at a coffee shop nearby the office and find out from them how awful life is. JG, number 111 on the thumbs up meter. Good afternoon, Bagel Familia. Thank you, JG. Credit Savage, Brian Lavalot. You know the funny thing, the fact that I made 50% on the trades and I still made a few $1,000s on selling the covered calls. And I'm angry that I didn't get the top ask. That is what irks me the most about that. Matthew, one analyst said that small cap stocks are going to do well in 2023. That is how it always happens. Stocks build from the bottom up. Nick S., we got 4 minutes to go. Nick, Uncle Bruce, question. So tomorrow, option expiry. So many have written put options, including many hedges. So it is safe to say that they will try to push X down so their puts will make the money. What do you think? I'm not buying into this conspiracy theory of yours. You think what you want. I know you, how you operate, my friend. There's always someone against you. I hear you. Matthew, I'm going to load up on Spire, ATIP, and Matterport, and SoFi, says Matthew. That's what I'm going to do. Going to pick these guys up. We're now up 154 on the Dow with 4 minutes to go. We definitely have a late computer buying surge coming in. Gamestop is 24.75. It's actually slipping a little bit. ATIP is 31.3, not doing anything. Tesla 173.51, down 53 cents. SoFi 438, up 8. Apple 142.70, up 176. HPQ 28.44, up 60 cents. That's the deal. Hey, if anybody wants to catch up with Jen and I, we're going to be at our Costco store later today after the show's over. So if anyone's at the Costco in Rancho Mirage, come by and say hi to us. We're going to be in there. So anybody around, let me know. Come on by, say hi. You'll find us. Credit Savage, that money helped to buy back my SoFi 10s and 7.5s that I sold last week, up 40% already. So I have all my SoFi just chilling right now, waiting for me to write cover calls on it. All 6,000 shares. A win is a win. And there you are. If the SoFi wants to go up 10, 20 cents tomorrow or more, let it happen. Nick, no, Uncle Bruce, it is not conspiracy theory I'm talking about. If they write put options, that means they want it to go lower, right? If they write put options. Well, I guess if they've written, they do. That would be good for you, I guess. And if they've written calls, yeah. But no, I think that if they wrote puts, they want it to go up. If they bought puts, they want it to go down. Hang on a second, buddy. DQ, I need to learn this skill. I keep sitting in front of the PC during the pre-market and market hours, Nick. So when that happens, it'll be in my favor. Kent, thumbs up. So Mirko, I know where Kent is going after the show, laughing out loud. Mirko said, I know where Kent is going. I have a feeling that they know. 166 gain on the Dow with 2 minutes to go. GameStop up 241 at 24.66. And so GameStop's given up a tiny bit of ground here, 24.66 towards the end of this session. We now have 2 minutes left. 31.5 on ATIP, up 9/10 of a penny. Tesla down 58 cents to 173.46. SoFi holding an 8-cent gain for 38. We're up 61 on HPQ, up 173 on Apple. Amazon up 187. Home Depot up 389. Cisco up 83. Netflix up 205. Pfizer up 151. IBM up 46 cents. Microsoft up 308. Vanik is up 552 today. Adobe up 565. Goldman down 217. Google down 119. Interesting to see how Google is negative. So is Tesla. On a day like today. It's interesting. Yeah. Boeing up 249, Moderna up 587, Meta up 136. Okay, Larry has done the job a little early, maybe just a little early. Miraculous. I don't know how I did this. I sold 24.5 for next Friday on GameStop. I'm up. Nick, dang it, I'm not good at these put option thing. Alberto, Mirko, being the big pockets, bring the big pockets, Kent. Uncle Bruce needs hot dogs and bagels. Larry says I'm ringing. Crap, I'm a little early. Fingers slipped. I'm sorry. DQ, darn it, I thought we were done. Last minute of play-by-play here. We're up 181 on the Dow, and we're at 24.78 on GameStop. Credit Savage, you're spoiled if the biggest problem of your week is that you're angry at having sold $25 covered calls at $3 instead of $3.40. But $3 a share to sell and hope and dreams for a month. That ain't bad. Get your last 30 seconds in, says Larry. DQ, Larry, clean the crud out of your fingerprint ridges. Larry, I'm ringing the bells. It's for real this time. Thank you again, Lair. You got it, the DQ. Brian, Nick, the amount of shares that you own, I'm not sure why you don't just sell covered calls like Uncle Bruce says. Keep it simple. Stupid is what Brian says all the time. There you go. We're done. The day is over. We're finished. We were up 182 on the Dow after losing 700 Monday and Tuesday and doing nothing yesterday. GameStop at 2477 up 251. And the volume on GameStop today came in at 9,988,000 shares. So we're just under 10 million, 2.5 million pre-split. It's the first time in a long time we've had this. But I don't know if we're going to get this tomorrow. I can't see another day of heavy trading on GameStop. Unless I'm missing a glaring thing, no one seems to be telling me I am. So I don't know what to make of it. 31.4 on ATIP, up 0.8 of a penny today. There we go. DQ, Nick needs the rush. Coyote, Brian, my thoughts exactly. Alex, I just sold 2 more calls in that last minute. Glad you weren't ringing the bells for real today, Larry. Splair, have a good night, y'all. Nick S., which cover calls are you talking about? I already have cover calls written on SoFi. I'm short on X. Brian, DQ gambler at heart. I respect that. Haha. I do. There you go. 251 gain on GameStop at 24.77. That's where we were today on our day. The aftermarket, we're trading at 24.50, down 28 cents on GameStop. I don't know if that's accurate or not, so we'll wait. We'll wait for that to settle in. There you go. 182 gain on the old Dow, 60-cent loss on Tesla, 0.8 of a penny gain on ATIP. Alex is saying, I feel like I'm getting on top of rollovers. I've genuinely really enjoyed this pop today for the first time. I'm really glad it moved up because it gave him the opportunity to do a rollover and bring in more cash. That is what we're talking about. This is why rollovers can do wonders for an account, absolute wonders. No nerves, just excitement at bringing in more cash. There it is. It's called payday. Every time you are going to write calls to replace other calls, you're bringing in money. That's the name of the game here. DQ, I gotta go locate one of my teenagers. 18 gang, way to go, buddy. One of the 18 gang. DQ, you take care. Good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's option expiry Friday. We'll see what happens. Well, there it is, kids. That's our day today. Another fun day in the OK Corral here. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning for the Trade Alert Show for Gold Bagel members, and then 8:30 tomorrow morning. Let's get this party started and see what we got going. Thank you, everyone, for these thumbs ups today. 113 on this show. We broke 200 on the other show earlier, and I appreciate that. Everybody, those of you who've come in for us to hit these thumbs ups, it's awfully wonderful to see. It's been another good day. Thank you all very, very much. I'm just taking a look here. I don't know if I get that stat here. I'm trying to figure out my stats here. Not exactly sure if it shows this. If I do it here, yeah. My thumbs ups for this morning's show, 223. So if any of you are able to get over there and hit the thumbs up for this morning's show and add to that total, that would be great. That'll add more fire, more momentum to the channel. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. It's all good stuff. Fabulous stuff indeed. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, I'm going to say my good nights and say thanks again for all of you for being here. AJ, have fun at Costco, Uncle Bruce, and everyone have a great evening. JR, I'd come on down, Uncle Bruce, but 94 miles is a long way to drive for bagels. Can't a 145 food court? We could be in that neighborhood. Yeah, we might be around there. I want to give you something. I think I'm looking forward to this. Jen's with me, it's all good. I'm looking forward to it. Larry, I could use a Costco run myself. The one in DC sells liquor really cheap. So does ours here in California. Bobby, thank you, Uncle B. You got a buck. Nick, if X goes below 23 by tomorrow or Monday, then the drinks on me when we meet and greet. There you go. Beach Boy, a good night, Uncle Bruce, and Rug Gang, Rugman Gang. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, will you do a meet and greet this time in California? It depends on Jen's recovery, Auntie Jen's recovery. That's what we'll keep you posted. Yeah, John, thanks everybody. We want to. Yes, Matthew, have a good night. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Have fun, Uncle Bruce at Costco. Okay. Mirko, a dope slap. Is she going to give you a dope slap? Is that what you're? Should I wear a face mask? Should I wear like a football helmet or something? Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Thank you all, everybody around the world, for being with us again. Auntie Jen and I thank you. We'll catch you tomorrow morning. All right. Let's make some more money then. Can't wait. Should be fun. H. Gregory, Uncle Bruce, use Jen as a human shield against Kent. Sean and Wendy, good night, Uncle Bruce. Sleep well. Larry, have a good one, everybody. Well, maybe Kent and I can compare Teslas. I'll show Kent the Model Y I'm driving, and Kent can show me the Model Y that they got over there. Jr. HAGD all. Okay. Mirko, he could hide behind Jen, I'll kick Jen out of her electric cart, and I'll drive the electric wheelchair around and run away. Anyway, Kent, my hubby has it. Your hubby has the car. There you go. Beach Boy. Oh gosh, Beach Boy, 145 doesn't work for me. Might just make 150. Okay, 145 doesn't work for me. I have no idea what Beach Boy's talking about. I have no idea what's going on here. Coming over. I see what you're saying. Beach Boy joining us at Costco at 1:45. I got you. You might be 5 minutes late coming from Israel. Okay. I totally understand. The wind is working against you with the jet air streams, and I totally understand. Yeah. Okay. H. Gregory smiling. All right. All right, you guys, have a great day. See you tomorrow, and Kent, we'll see you relatively soon. Okay, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.